Oh my god, we get it, you're asexual. I know, I'll shut up soon, but there are a few things I want to say first, okay? Hey, it's Damo, and I just want to start off this video by saying I can't speak for everyone. I can only speak for myself from my experiences. So if you have different experiences or opinions, that is what the comment section is for. Let's discuss it. Do the thing. Alright. So about a month ago I made a video coming out as asexual, and I got a massively positive response from it, along with, as is the internet, a bunch of douchebags. We just ignore them because they're trying to start shit because they haven't got anything better to do. Honestly, it's very sad. I really wish there was some sort of place that all these people could go and just let out that anger. Oh wait, they've decided that YouTube is that place. Can somebody else take them, please? We don't want them. Alongside the douchebags and the amazing positivity were a lot of questions asking me to better explain what asexuality was. So I'm gonna do that, but you've got to bear in mind, asexuality, just like every sexuality, is a spectrum, a very large one, and I only sit on one point of it. So I can only talk about it from my point of view. But that's what I'm gonna do. What? How do I personally define asexual? For me, I call myself asexual because I have a physical aversion to sex. The act of sex just doesn't sit right with me. I've tried it, and I don't like it. The act of sex just doesn't make me feel comfortable. The idea of sex is fine. I can think about sex all day if I have to, but I know when it comes down to it, I'm not actually going to want to go through with any of it. That's why I call myself asexual, because I just don't want sex at all. Are you sure it's not just your hormones? I actually made an entire video where I went through all the symptoms of a hormone deficiency and checked whether I had them. I literally have none of them. So it's very, very unlikely. Besides, if it was a hormone issue, it would be more affecting my sex drive, and like, I still have a sex drive, I just don't want physically to have sex. I don't want it. Does not interest me. I'd rather go to KFC, just not American KFC, because that shit is so greasy. I can't wait to get back to Australia and eat that chicken. Let's stop talking about chicken. Ooh. What's the difference between asexuality and aromantic? Asexuality is when you don't want sex. Aromantic is when you're not interested in a relationship. And neither of these definitions mean that you don't love. You're still perfectly capable of loving someone, you just don't want to be physically intimate with them, and you don't want to be in any form of relationship with them. You can still love, just not in the same way. But not everyone loves in the same way anyway, so it doesn't really make a fucking difference. Am I aromantic? To be honest, that's not actually something I've figured out yet. Right now, I don't want to be in a relationship, so I guess you could say I'm aromantic, or maybe I'm just really picky. So I got asked a lot, what do you masturbate to then? And that's a strange question to have to answer on the internet, but I'm gonna try. I use ideas and thoughts, sometimes but very rarely, also images. Images of what is now the question that's going to be asked. Men. Okay. I'm attracted more to the male form than I am to the female form, mainly because I just don't like vagina. At all, please, no, none of that. Okay. Are you sure you haven't just found the right person yet? Well, maybe. I think that's a yes as far as relationships go, but when it comes down to sex, even if I imagine the most perfect being in this galaxy, I still don't really want to actually do anything with them, just kind of think about them. Are you sure this isn't just a phase? Now, from what I've heard, asexuals get asked this a lot, and it is pretty fucking annoying, I'm not gonna lie. But at the same time, I'm very open to the fact that sexuality can be fluid, and in a few years' time, I might feel completely different from what I do today, and that's fine. It doesn't mean I was wrong, it just means that I changed. That's all I can really think of to better explain my views on asexuality. If you have any questions on it, please leave them in the comments below. If you have any differing opinions, leave that in the comments as well. I'm perfectly open to having a discussion. Not an argument, a discussion. Because my sexuality is not up for debate. Just throwing it out there. Are you me? Do you live inside this body? Do you live all up in here? No, you don't. I do. So fuck off. Links to all the videos I mentioned in this video are in the description. I will see you next week for something else where I talk about things that are related to stuff, but until then, fuck off.